have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, Peter, there's goalkeepers, and there are great goalkeepers, and then there's Oliver Kahn. He's in a league of his own.
Well, he is a goalkeeping icon, isn't he? The man, Kaka! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Go up with the corner. There first.
Mbappe with the short one.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Van Basten. Good ball over the top. Oh, now he can run away with it. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. This to make it 1-0. That is quite remarkable.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition had just scored.
And he's straight offside.
Zola
going face-to-face with his great rival. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! A class apart, out on his own. About as smooth as it gets. Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And that was very necessary. He's shifting through the gears here. David Villa, and Basten. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Tries to pass it through. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Kaka. That is good alertness. That's been drilled forward. Akanji gets over and intercepts. Raul. Rijkaard. Van Basten. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Games hinge on moments like this. A formality. We're level. Not much more than a formality.
A picture of confidence. That was never missing.
Mohan Bagan restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Shot a goal! And that's in. And they get themselves in front. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Looking to play him in. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
At a time.
Marcelo. He's found space here. Kimmich. Can he get on the end of this? That looks a good ball through. Gets his head on it! Nearly, but not quite. And we've reached half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
There's the header! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. And here's Van Basten. Gerrard.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Mbappe.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
David Villa. Gerrard makes the interception. And this is Van Basten.
There they go, hunting again.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Now it's Villa.
Again, really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Royce is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Oh, super find. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's hit on goal! Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. Neither of these two want to... He's having a shot! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Just got too eager there, I think, Peter. Had half an eye on the two-goal cushion in progress.
two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Goa have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And he welcomes it in, and the shot! It's in! And this is getting better and better. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
After 86 minutes is...
And it didn't take him long.
21.
Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Goa have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Super ball. Time added on 4 minutes. Shin. And we're done. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Goa definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
Well, we're on the way. Well, Peter, there's a player on this pitch who's hard not to like. The smiling assassin, Ronaldinho. He always looks like he's having a good time, and it's mostly true because of his superb skill and imagination.
Yeah, just brilliant, isn't he? A different level.
Infectious.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source. And Salah! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, good read. He read that really well and stopped it. Kaká. And he's quick to return it. Cristiano Ronaldo! Split-second reaction.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Goa with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And a header! Harmlessly behind. Calafiori, and that's been intercepted. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And Salah! They've got to be quick to recover this.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Tries to play it through. Real chance! And that is quite wonderful! A finish right from the top draw. Oh, that was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
Well, he's absolutely drilled that, Peter. When you hit it like that, the keeper's not going to be able to do much about it.
Goa have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Goa currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
And it's Royce. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Played out wide. Zola goes for the shot! But he's left disappointed.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
Rice. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Kaká. Zola going face to face with his great rival.
Goa really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And he's taking no chances there. That's a good foray he's making. He's having a pop! Now Who's going to be first to this?
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Pirlo, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Looking for the run. Oh, that's well spotted. That's the end of the first 45. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Just a quick
What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Goa definitely happy with the way they've gone about things in the first half. Could they have turned more of their chances into goals? They can't let that be their regret now.
Goa can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score.
Substitutions taking place.
So, into the second half. Goa leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And it's Messi. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Kaka just eases him off the ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Overhit and out of play. Kimmich.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Ronaldo stood his ground strongly. Could go all the way here. Cristiano Ronaldo! He's got away with one there.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, you'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it. That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
And a chance! Superb from Rice! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they want another.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, for me, you can't fault the keeper there. The effort went in at the widest possible point off the upright. Nothing he could do.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Rice tries to pass it through. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Kaka is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Kaka. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he hits the net. And they're back in front. Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Cristiano Ronaldo demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
substitution on the field. Number 10, Mbappe.
So we have movement on both
50,
benches.
Cristiano
Goa
Ronaldo.
with the lead.
Number
Oh,
22,
it's better late than never, Peter. And that's potentially decisive
on the
now.
field. Number
He's
20,
found space here.
Number
Lampard!
21, Erling Haaland.
And that would have been game, set and match. Lampard really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that. Goa, moments now away from seeing this one out. Fabian Ruiz. Azar. And he's intervened well there. Fabian Ruiz.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Gerrard. Lampard into the channel. Oh, shoot it! Oh, crossbar! Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment. Thoughts on what we've just seen? Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
And a quick.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way.
Gerrard, and he stands tall, impenetrable.
And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now there's a Zola! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Roberto Carlos.
Aimed beyond the defence. Deftly away. But they've got it again. Now it's Neymar. Kaka.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Neymar. Oh, good read. So we're still where we started right now. Oh, played right into his path. Takes a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Goulet is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Distributed tidily. Goulet has it in a wide position. Tries to get it clear. What a throw in. And here's Neymar. Engages and forces him off the ball. Mbappe. Zola is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And he's intervened well there.
Brazil always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now. He could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. It would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, he had a decision to make, Peter, and it's worked out badly.
Zola is standing over this one.
This is the sort of thing he craves, a chance to make a telling impact.
Zola! It's hit the upright. And it's Gerrard. Driving through the middle. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Kimmich, can he get on the end of this? Picked out brilliantly. Looking for options for movement. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Nice looking ball. And that's it for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Just a quick announcement.
Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 13, Cristiano Ronaldo.
To get things going
On the
again.
field is number 14.
Clearly have been criticised here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
He's going to be disappointed with that. He has a look up. He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! It is an explosive start to the second half. And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So we have the first goal.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Chiellini. That's an imaginative pass.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And Iker Casillas somehow saves it.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. And it's Gerrard.
Oh, he's having a go! Oh! Fantastic! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And this is getting better and better. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way and he just slips the other.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real cycle.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Dani Olmo. Brazil couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Dink through. Shot could be on. Cristiano Ronaldo! Bellingham. Half an hour gone in the second half. Nicely weighted ball. Dani Olmo has it out wide and in space. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. It's Neymar! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, they've got a big enough job on their hands as it is, Peter. They really need to be putting those chances away.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. A lot of space here, a real opportunity. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Guardiola with the slide tackle there. That's good play.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Kaká! Chance again? No.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
him on. And that gets things running.
Giuliano Belletti will undoubtedly have a very busy game here, Peter. He's good going in both directions and has a very impressive engine.
One of those who's become a cult hero for every club he's represented. Famously, of course, 3 years in Catalonia and 1 goal, the winner in a European final.
Yeah, well, who could forget that? But first and foremost, I see him as someone who always puts in an honest shift. He'll do everything his manager asks him to do and will rarely let you down.
That's the throw. Chiellini. It's an imaginative pass. Cannavaro can get it clear. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look.
Tries from distance. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Goa with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Kaká! Kaká! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Kaká is offering a wry smile there.
And the pass is intercepted. Royce. Kaká. He is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
No goals as yet. Royce. Driving forward. And here's Sola. He's found the way through. And it's been hooked away. Back in possession and ready to go again. And here's Kaká. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Cristiano Ronaldo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Royce. Royce charging forward down that flank. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Plays it out wide.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Robertson can clear it away. That has ended up in no man's land. It's a searching pass. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And it's Olmo. And that should get the job done. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0. The second half is up and running.
Goa clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Schneider. Ball in towards the middle. And that has been cleared. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Searching passes played there. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Baresi. And it's Belletti. Fernandez. Just about up to the hour now. And here's Suarez. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Now he's got space here. And still we await the first breakthrough. Bangladesh appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Kaka. Rummenigge. It's Belletti. Rummenigge. And it's Fernandez. Ambitious ball here. Nice interception, well timed. And it's hoisted clear. Bangladesh have it back and can go again. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that is well cleared. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Oh, that's fabulous.
Goa really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And it's Kaka. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Belletti. Schneider. Nicely shaped ball. And that has been cleared. And he's quick to snatch it back. And that is that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome inevitable. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
Local major stations.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway. Well, at 6'6", and with that sort of a physique, Jim, Daniel van Belten was only ever going to be a monstrous centre-half, wasn't he?
Yeah, and a very good one at that. The first Belgian, I believe, to become a European champion at club level.
Yes, he was. And to do that, you've got to be pretty handy.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Gerrard charging forward, the ball at his feet. Duke. Now he's got space here. Oh, perfectly measured that. Gets a goal kick. And it's Rivaldo. Belletti. Looking for the run. Somewhat off target.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to... He's gone for goal!
That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a searching pass. And he's there to clear it. Belletti. That's a cute ball. Gerrard with the clearance. Searching pass he's played there. Van Belten clears.
Brazil really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly...
Oh, he's having a go! Zanetti gets it away. Now that's well seen too. Chiellini. Royce. Now, we expected better, and so did he. Zanetti. He's a sharp little ball here. He's found a way through. Skims one in. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Royce is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Kaká. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. That's going to be a booking. So the last big chance perhaps before half-time.
Well, this is his opportunity to make the stage his own here.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Out towards the flank. And Sola! That's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Goa failed to capitalise in stoppage time, so we are as we were. The midway point of the game.
Goa really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now. Stick at it, and eventually they'll get a break.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Goa are probably feeling relatively...
Joe! What a save! Terrific reactions! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Substitutions taking place.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rijkaard. Good chance here. And it's Belletti. Hangs in across. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And we're still waiting for a goal to report here. It's beautifully weighted. Good read, needed to be deftly away. Neymar is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Zola. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now, can they get him away? Chiellini can get it clear. Brazil have their second corner now. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Kaka. Kante does really well to win the ball there. And he plays one through. He's shifting through the gears here. Cross into the box. And it's claimed by the keeper. Kaka, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Tries to pass it through.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Duke receives it in a good position here. Zanetti. Zola. Akanji gets over and intercepts. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Just 5 minutes remaining now. That's good running with the ball. It's loose, and the shot! And that is wildly off target.
Substitution on the field. Number 25, Zola. Coming on to replace him is number 18, De Bruyne.
So a bit of a revolving door here. Lots and lots of changes. That looks a decent ball. Can he finish? Oh, he's got it! Oh, he's beat it! And they won it!
That's just downright fabulous. Both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoot.
After 90 minutes.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Erling Haaland. There will be
Go on
5 minutes
now on
added
the
time.
verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, these last few moments are...
There's the header! And he couldn't finish.
A wonderful ball to play him in like that. Great pace, into feet, nearly superb.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
Goa have opted to make another change here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though not quite able.
Oh, there's a probing ball, probing pass. And that is as far as it goes. Goa have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Kubel claiming the Man of the Match award, and they're